Hello, welcome back to the channel. Well, I've purchased myself a new stove from eBay. I say new, it's second hand. It's an old Handiware picnic stove. The date's from 1950s, 1960s. I've previously just tried it out, make sure everything's working. It's got the little burner in here still. Works perfectly, it doesn't leak. There is one tiny rust hole in there at the back, and you can see that, but it doesn't impact it at all. It works fine. So today I'm going to cook myself some lunch and see how it fares. The stove runs on spirit, methylated spirits, or I guess it would work on the new biofuels as well, the liquid biofuels, with no problem. So I'm just going to fill it up with some meth. So I'm using meth today purely because I've got quite a bit I need to use up. The actual fill line has long disappeared in the burner, but I know roughly where to fill it to. I'm just going to put that back in there. The stove cost me, including postage, £18.95, which isn't too bad. It was sold as a sort of nostalgia item, but so I've set the burner up the other evening and tried it out, and it burnt absolutely fine. So I haven't cooked anything on it yet, so it's going to be a bit of a trial today. So let's just get the burner going. Yeah, I think I can see the flame there. We'll leave that for a few minutes because what's supposed to happen is the spirit soaks up inside the actual burner. There's like a wick within there, and then all these holes around the outside, they get the gas come off and they're supposed to ignite, but it takes a few minutes to get there, so I'll come back to you very shortly. While the burner's getting up to temperature, I've got some bacon and some mushrooms here. I've already chopped the mushrooms up with a bit of butter and then bung that all in the pan together. I've got a roll as well, so when it's cooked I can put it in the roll and have my lunch. I'll come back to you again in a few minutes once the burner is at temperature. I've just put the little frying pan on with the bacon and mushrooms in. You can see it's starting to sizzle away in here now. I'm not sure how long it will take to cook. Time isn't really an element in my equations. Modern sort of stove nowadays, I guess, is the Trangier cook set, where you get the burner and all your pots and pans and your kettle all in one unit. I think the cheapest ones now retail for around about £50. So, you know, you can go and buy one of those if you want all the modern technology. I say modern technology, but the spirit burners are still essentially exactly the same as they were back when this stove was made. I guess it's going to be a lighter weight piece of kit with all your pots and pans. You can get aluminium ones. I'm not sure they do titanium ones, they probably do nowadays. But this is just to try out, really, just to sort of prove that you can cook on an old stove and have as much fun without spending lots of money. I mean, the little pan here is very lightweight. I couldn't tell you how much it weighs exactly. I think too many people focus too much on how much kit weighs and saving about 2 grams on each tent peg and things like this, when in reality they looked at themselves and all the weight they were carrying around. There's probably an easy way to save on weight when you're going hiking closer at home, and that includes me, by the way. I'm overweight at the moment. I'll quite proudly say it. I'm not proud of being overweight. I'm trying to lose it. I've lost nearly a stone this year so far. I need to probably lose another stone, but I think people in society have just got very lazy, and that includes me. Sometimes I don't do enough walking. I don't do as much running as I used to do. I had a knee injury about 2.5 years ago now, but I'm just getting back into running again, so hopefully that will help me. I enjoy it as well, doing a bit more walking recently, especially when I was on holiday up in North Wales. But you know, this pan's light, the burner's light, the stove's light. You don't have to spend a lot of money and have all the new lights kit. If you're just going out, just doing a little walk, if you're doing a multi-day walk over sort of like, you know, or like the coast to coast walk, or any of the walks up in Scotland where they're sort of hundreds of miles, then yes, lightweight kit is going to be of benefit to you. But I'm not planning on doing anything like that at this moment in time. Maybe in the future, who knows. Anyway, I've been waffling a lot, as I always do, so I shall come back to you in a few when this is cooked. Well, I think this is just about ready now, so I'm going to get my roll, put it in a roll, and I'll be back with you very shortly. Just to show you as well where the stove sat with the burner inside, none of the heat has transferred through to the grass. There's absolutely no sign of scorching or burning there. There's a little lighter patch there where it was sitting, where obviously it's been pushed down with the weight of it and the pan and the food on top. But yeah, very impressed with that. I've extinguished the burner now. It comes with a little snuff cap which I put over it. The other thing, I guess, with the modern day spirit burners is they come with a sealable lid on them. This is just like a push over lid, so any spirit that's in there, you either need to let it cool down and put it back in your fuel bottle, or make sure it's all used up. The modern burners will tend to come with two lids. One is like a snuff lid to extinguish the flame, and then the other one to screw down for when you're packing up and travelling again. Anyway, let's get this food into this bun. Yeah, it's cooked fine. There's still some spirit left in the burner, so I'll let that cool down. I might cook something else later on. Put that in there. The only one thing I haven't got with me at the moment is ketchup, but the last few times I've had ketchup, it's ended up all over me, so it's probably a good thing I haven't got it. Right, let's try it. Excuse the chewing. Absolutely superb, cooked fine. Didn't take that long, I suppose, overall, from when I lit the stove to putting the food on to cook it and then to eat. I suppose it's been about 15 minutes, but as I say, time is an element to me. It doesn't come into equations. Don't want to rush your food, just want to have a chilled out time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a video really to show that you can actually go camping, get a cook set, and you haven't got to spend sort of tens of pounds. You can buy second-hand equipment. There's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, if you do buy anything second-hand and it's not as advertised, then you can send it back and get your refund anyway. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for staying with me till the end if you have. If not, why didn't you? Hope to see you again soon. Take care. See you soon. And now for the sharp-eyed amongst you who might have spotted something earlier. To end the video, here is an outtake. Just to show you as well where the burner was, none of the heat has transferred. Start again.